Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good afternoon or good morning again to you here from Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas. Thank you so much for joining us here on Duckbait TV. We have a full day of baseball and softball planned for you here today from Salina, and we are so excited to be able to do it. We do have a couple of programming notes to just pass along here before we get started. So there's a lot of ifs with this because we don't know the results of the first two games. What we do know for sure is we're going to obviously get the baseball game in its entirety here today on Duckbait TV. As soon as this is over, we are going to head over to the softball field and get as much of the softball game as we can for you. Hopefully things are looking are on our side and we can get all of the softball semifinal game for you, but we will get as much as we can for you here on Duckbait TV as soon as the baseball game is finished. Now, again, that'll take us a little bit of time to get things packed up and then drive over to softball. So just think Frontenac multiplied, the Frontenac basketball tournament multiplied. So we will get as much of that softball game in as we can. Going forward, if both teams play in the third place game, we're just going to stay at softball and get the softball third place game in, and we will not be able to get over here. The game times are too close for the third place games for us to be able to get back over here to get any baseball if they're both in the third place game. If they are both in the championship game, then we'll stay at softball. We'll get you the softball championship game and then hope that either weather intervenes or the third place baseball game goes 17 innings or something like that, and then get over here and get you as much of the baseball championship game as we can if they're both in the championship. We will do our best. Girls championship game is supposed to start at 5 o'clock. The boys championship game is supposed to start at 5:45. So if those are on schedule, we will not get the entirety of the boys championship game, but we will come over and get as much as we can if that is the scenario. If the girls are in the third place game and the boys are in the championship, that should work out perfectly for us as far as timing and being able to get you all four games today. If the boys are in the third place game and the girls are in the championship game, we're going to mark that as to be decided. We'll see how things finish up and shape up and see if we can get enough time to do that. We've got the national anthem here, so we'll go ahead and get that in. All right, so we'll kind of go over those programming notes as we move along today again. But again, just we know for sure we are going to get the baseball game in its entirety, and then we'll go over to softball and get the softball, as much of the softball semifinal as we can, and then we'll see how everything else plays out the rest of the day. Let's get your starting lineups. First for the Paola Panthers, the visiting team here in this one, as they are the 3 seed. The Tigers are the 2 seed on a tiebreaker. And remember, these two teams split games in Paola earlier this season, so this should be a good matchup. J.D. Troutman is leading things off. He's the shortstop. Blake Koslow is the right fielder. He'll bat second. Hitting third and playing third is Hunter Lothan. Batting in the fourth spot is Jace Curley. He's at second base. First baseman Jasper Logan bats fifth. Hitting sixth is Xander Meining. He is in center field. The catcher is Roman Barnes. He'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth is Mason Stein. He's the designated hitter. And the pitcher is David Mercer. He will bat ninth. And then their flex player today is Reese Hauser. So that's the lineup for Paola. For the Tigers today, Dub Chipman, who pitched to Jim yesterday on the mound. He's at first base today and leading things off. Cannon Brown bats second, plays short this afternoon. That is because the pitcher is Lennox Van. Yeah, he will bat third. Hitting fourth is Chaden Clayton back at third base. Brody Gomez back in the lineup. And at second base today, he'll hit fifth. Hitting sixth is Colton Rogers. He's behind the plate. The designated hitter is Nathan Mintz. He will bat seventh. Hitting eighth is Caden Cannon. He's in left field today. The center fielder, Ty Marbury, hits ninth. And the flex player for the Tigers today will be Brady Messer. He's in right field this afternoon. First pitch to J.D. Troutman is fouled off and out of play for strike number one. Oh, gosh. And a swing and a miss on the second pitch. 0-2 is on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. So the first out of semifinal game number one. Blake Koslow will bat next. Paola won yesterday 4-3 in a walk-off over Clay Center. First pitch from Lennox in this at-bat is in there for a strike. That one's hit hard towards short, but Cannon's got it across the diamond, and that's out number two. So with 2 outs and nobody on, Hunter Lothan will bat. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's popped up. Hit out towards center field. Ty Marbury will settle underneath it, and he will make the play, and it is a quick 1-2-3 top of the first here for the Tiger defense. We'll take our first break, come right back. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delena Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delena at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So as we welcome you back here to the bottom of the first, again, Dub Chipman will lead things off for the Tigers. The batting order looks very similar as to the way it's been most of the season for the Tigers. There's just some different positions today. Dub back at first. Cannon will bat next. He's the shortstop, usually second base, but it's short today because Lennox is pitching. That also shifts Brody Gomez to second base. And Caden Cannon out to left field. Starting pitcher is David Mercer for Paola. The first pitch to him catches the strike zone. 0-1. That pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Dub yesterday went 1 for 4 at the plate with an RBI. That pitch is low, so he's had a good eye in this at bat, 3-1. And we saw yesterday during the softball game, the Lady Tigers saw a lot of pitches in that game against Chapman, and it certainly helped them out as that game wore on. There's a swing and a miss by Dub, so that'll fill the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for ball 4. Just to put this into perspective, Lennox threw 6 pitches total in the top of the first. Dub just saw 6 pitches in 1 at bat. So the Tigers trying to see as many pitches as they can. And now we'll see what Cannon can do here. Dub's got a healthy lead at first. Now a throwback to first, and it's not in time. Cannon was 0 for 3 yesterday, but I believe he did reach base on an error. That pitch is inside, so 1-0 now. The count on Cannon Brown. Here's the pitch. This one's hit left side, but foul, and will get out of play. Now the 1-1 pitch. Dub goes. The pitch is a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. So Dub will steal second. And now there's a runner on second with a 1-2 count on Cannon. Now time called. David Mercer, I chuckle because David Mercer stepped off first and then Cannon called time too. So I think everybody's set and ready to go now. Dub with a healthy leadoff second as well. Again, and there's a foul ball at the plate. Cannon trying to put it in play. Just got a piece of it there. Tigers only got 6 hits as a team yesterday, and the only multi-hit game came from Colton Rogers, who was 2 for 3. But they obviously got enough done to get the win. 4-2 over Abilene. That pitch is a little bit low. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Brown. Here's the pitch. Grounder up the middle. Shortstop's going to come over. He'll snag it, throw across is in time to get Cannon. It was a slow roller, though, and so Dub had plenty of time to get to third base. So Dub is on third with less than 2 outs for Lennox Van. Now the infield is pulled in halfway at least for the Panthers. Maybe a little bit more than halfway, as they're all right around the grass area of this turf field here at Dean Evans Stadium. That first pitch is low. Ball 1. Lennox was 1 for 2 and scored a run yesterday for the Tigers. He had a big triple down the left field line, and that's going to be a base hit, just a measly old grounder into right field, but it pulls in the Tigers' first run as Dub scores, and it's 1-0 Fort Scott. Got it past the drawn-in infield. And Fort Scott takes the early lead. Now Jaden Clayton bats. Jaden had a hit in yesterday's game as well. So as I said, they had 6 hits as a team. Only 1 multi-hit game, so they had several guys with a hit yesterday in that 4-2 win over Abilene. That pitch is outside, 1-0. Still remembering Chaden's monster game against Frontenac right towards the end of the regular season. That pitch is high, ball 2. He had a 5 RBI game. I think he had 3 hits in that game, including the walk-off, the run rule walk-off winner. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's outside. And now it's 3-0, and time called. As the catcher, Barnes, will go have a discussion with his pitcher, David Mercer. I meant to ask the Paola broadcaster how many pitchers they used yesterday. I think they used 2. And folks that know baseball know with the pitch counts and everything, you start to run out of pitching the further you go in this tournament. The Tigers were lucky enough that Dub had such an efficient game. They only used 1 pitcher yesterday. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 now to count on Chaden. Hopefully for the Tigers, Lennox can have a similar game tomorrow, or today. And then we'll see who goes. Ooh, strike 3. Chaden thought it was ball 4 and already tossed the bat. So full count now on Clayton. 1 out, Lennox on first, already 1-0 Tigers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was tough luck there for Chaden. Players will tell you when you assume a ball 4 and toss the bat away, you feel like anything somewhat close on the next pitch, you better be swinging. And Chaden may have been in that mindset with that pitch. It did tail away at the end and end up blowing away, but tough luck strikeout, and now first pitch to Brody is in there for a strike. Gomez had to leave yesterday's game with an apparent hamstring injury, but looks like he's okay for today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lennox goes. The ball is grounded towards the first base side of the pitcher's mound, and Mercer able to come off the mound and make the play at first to retire the Tigers. But they get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a batter, and they lead it 1-0. We'll go to the second in just a few moments. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV. Five Corners Mini Mart is your one-stop shop to get you through your day. Whether you need to fuel you or your vehicle, Five Corners has it all. Ask about their delicious lunch specials or pick up some snacks for the road trip to the next Tiger game. Located at the corner of 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott, they're open 7 days a week. Where's the best place to get pizza in Fort Scott? Well, Papa Don's, of course. The folks at Papa Don's are ready to help quench your hunger with pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and so much more. It's Arlie Abate's favorite place to eat in Fort Scott, and I'm sure it'll be high on your list as well. Call 620-223-4171 to place your order today, or visit them at 10 North Main Street in Fort Scott. So as we head to the second inning, it'll be Jace Curley to lead things off. Curley is the second baseman today for Paola. First pitch to him is off the inside corner, ball 1. And grounder foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle. Picked by the shortstop Brown. Throw to first is in time. What a play by Cannon, as that one was behind the bag at second, but Cannon able to shift those feet and make the play, and that's out number 1. Now it's Jasper Logan to bat. First pitch misses, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch looked like a breaking ball, a little bit high there. 2 balls and no strikes. A pitch a little low. Now the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. And ball 4. So the first base runner for the Panthers today is Jasper Logan. Now Xander Meinig. First pitch to Meinig. Grounder towards short. Can they get 2? Second for 1. And a bobble there by Brody Gomez, so they don't get the double play, but they do get the force at second. Looked like Brody just couldn't get it out of his glove cleanly enough. Meinig also looks like he runs pretty well, so safer there just to take the out and not risk throwing it away, trying to get it over quickly to first base. Now a throwback to first, not in time. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second, and it's going to get through and into the outfield. That play was setting up as Rogers threw it to the right side, at the first base side of second base. That was setting up to be, if Cannon could have caught it cleanly. A quick tag for a caught stealing, but didn't work out. Also, great job by the Tigers to back that up to hold Meinig to just second base. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside corner. That'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. This one's fouled off left side and will get out of play. Ground ball. Slow roller to Brody at second. He's got it, though. Throw to first is in time. And the Tigers retire Paola here in the top of the second. We'll take a break, come right back. The Tigers lead at 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Hometown Pub is open 7 days a week with a full menu. Visit them at 206 North National in Fort Scott and try the beef tips or any of the other items they have on their fantastic menu. Hometown also continues their longtime relationship with Care to Share, a local organization that continues supporting local families as they navigate through difficult times. Stop by 9 East Wall Street in Fort Scott to help support Care to Share. Having a party and need some steaks at a good price? Or how about some burgers for one of the countless summer barbecues you'll be attending? Try the Butcher Block. Located at 1735 South National in Fort Scott, the Butcher Block provides quality meat at competitive prices. Stop by and stock up on all varieties of meat. Again, that's the Butcher Block at 1735 South National in Fort Scott. Colton Rogers will lead off the bottom of the second for the Tigers. He'll be followed by Nathan Mintz, who is the designated hitter today, and then Caden Cannon.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Fort Scott, catcher, number 18, Colton Rogers.
First pitch is outside for ball 1. Colton was the only guy, as we mentioned earlier, in the Tiger lineup yesterday that had a multi-hit game. He was 2 for 3 with a run scored. This one is poked out towards left field. Going back is Hauser giving chase. It's going to be over his head up against the wall. Stay hot, Colton Rogers. He's going to round into second base with a leadoff double here in the second inning. And now he will get a courtesy runner, as the most catchers do. And I believe that is Dexter Williams who will be running for him at second. And now it'll be Nathan Mintz, who did not play in yesterday's game. Throw to second. Oh, nice catch by J.D. Troutman to keep that ball from going into center field. He had to stretch to his left to make that catch and snow-coned it. That might be one of the more impressive catches you'll see all day, and it was just to keep the ball in the infield. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike to Nathan, 0-1. Another try to second. This one a little high, but much more easily handled by J.D. Troutman. Now the 0-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. This one's fouled back. Nathan able to stay alive here. And the netting behind home plate acts as a ball return that time. As it rolled off the net and back towards the home plate umpire. 0-2, still the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out number 1. Now another throw back to second. And Dexter is back safely. And another foul ball. Towards the Paola dugout there along the first base line. Mercer, a long look. And the 0-1 delivery is fouled off right side, 0-2. Long look in by Mercer. And the pitch. It's called strike 3. And now 2 outs in the inning, still with a runner at second base, as Ty Marbury will get an at-bat. Ty had a hit in yesterday's game. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Take a hit here. A base hit should score Dexter from second, unless it's right at somebody. David Mercer and the Panthers really concerned with Dexter out there at second base. They just threw over again. Now they'll pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. 0-1. And another breaking ball over for a strike. 0-2. That's tough. That ball, not sure if it's a slider, a slurve, a sweeper, whatever everybody's calling it these days. Pretty much the same pitch. Here's the 0-2. That one's low. Ball 1. That previous pitch looked for 50 feet like it was going to be inside, and then right at the last second broke over the inside part of the plate. That one, as a hitter, you just tip your cap. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and fouled off. I think it caught Ty on the foot. Hopefully he's okay. But he stays alive. Here's the 1-2. Off the end of the bat, foul. And out of play, right side. Now the 1-2 pitch again. This one's lifted right side. Foul territory coming over, and it's going to get out of play. Jasper Logan, the first baseman, gave a good chase after that one, but it's out of play. The 1-2 again. That one's outside. And a snap throw through by the catcher to second base, and Dexter Williams does get back in there safely. I was marking the pitch in my scorebook here, and didn't catch it, but they called Dexter safe there at second. 2-2 the count. Tigers still alive here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. And again, Fort Scott staying alive. Lennox did throw a few more pitches in the top of the second inning. He's up to 19 now, but this will be, if my numbers are correct, the 40th pitch now for David Mercer. So, again, the Tiger boys, just like the Lady Tigers last night, seeing a lot of pitches here early on. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And the strikeout ends the inning. Tigers get a leadoff double but can't score. They still lead at 1-0. We'll head to the third when you come back. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV. Going through a remodel and need new doors? Maybe your doors need some repairs to return to operable condition. Give DNZ Overhead Doors a call. DNZ is locally owned and operated, and Zach Marsh is ready to help with any residential or commercial doors and openers you may need. Get a free estimate by calling 620-224-3345 or visit them at 2518 Limestone Road in Fort Scott. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. So as we head to the third inning, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for Paola.
Leading off the third for Paola, designated hitter number 9, Mason Stein.
As they will have Mason Stein lead things off. He is the DH today for the Panthers. First pitch is fouled back and out of play. Talked about the ball return for the net. The netting here at Dean Evans Stadium is a lot like a minor league park, as that one's in there for a strike. So 0-2 the count, where they've got the netting that goes straight up behind home plate, and then you've got another netting that comes up. It goes from the top of that up to the overhang to kind of protect the crowd even better. Here's the 1-2. This is lifted right side. Coming in is Brady Messer. He'll make the play in fair territory near the line, and that's out number 1. And now David Mercer will bat. This one is popped up on the infield. Dub is coming in. He'll drift into foul territory and make the play, and that's out number 2. And now J.D. Troutman bats again. He struck out swinging his first time. The first pitch to him in this at-bat is in there for a strike. The 0-1, that one's to check swing, foul ball. So 0-2 now the count on Troutman. And now time is called. The third base umpire called time. I'm not sure. I don't see. Usually when something like that happens, a baseball has entered the field somewhere, but I don't see that. Maybe I just missed it anyway. And a called third strike. And that will end the inning. They had 2-2 up on the board. I'm assuming that maybe there was something happened there with Lennox. We'll take a break, and we will try to walk through that when we come back. Back in a moment. This is Tiger Baseball on Duck Bay TV. The city of Fort Scott invites you to the first ever Red, White, and Q Independence Day celebration. It'll be a day packed with food, fun, and fireworks at the Fort Scott Community College campus. Kick things off as elite pitmasters fire up their smokers and compete for barbecue glory. There will also be soapbox derby racing, live music, food trucks, inflatables for the kids, and of course a spectacular fireworks show to end the night with a bang. Find all the details on the city's Facebook page. Just search City of Fort Scott. Don't miss the Red, White, and Q, your new Independence Day tradition. So Dub Chipman will lead off the bottom of the third for the Tigers. A bunt, and it just does roll foul at the last second. So they said a pitch clock violation was the issue there. I thought it the more that I thought about it, because I looked down as soon as the third base umpire called time, he actually went to his mouth like he was licking his fingers. And so that made me think, well, maybe Lennox licked his fingers standing on the rubber. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But the word from the official scorekeeper was the pitch clock violation, so that's with the extra ball there, but it did not count against his pitch count. So he's still at 28 pitches through 3 innings. Foul ball there to Dub, so he's down in the count 0-2. He walked his first time and came around and scored the Tigers' first and only run so far. The only run of the game so far. The 1-2 pitch. This is lifted out towards left field. Could be trouble. Coming over to from shortstop, though, to make the play is J.D. Troutman, and that's out number 1.
The shortstop, Cannon Brown.
Now Cannon Brown will bat. He grounded out to short his first time. First pitch is low, 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to Cannon Brown. The left-handed hitting shortstop in the lineup today for the Tigers. Now the 1-1 pitch. High, ball 2. Ground ball, right back to the pitcher, Mercer. He's got it over to first, and that's out number 2.
The pitcher, Lennox Man.
Fly ball out towards center field. Mining goes over to his right a few steps. He'll make the play, and that's out number 3, and that'll retire the Tigers in order here in the third. We'll head to the fourth when you come back. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV. Lions Realty Group is a locally owned and operated realty company offering a better, faster, and more leading-edge approach to buying or selling your next home. Lions Realty has also integrated itself into the fabric of the Fort Scott community. For more information about current listings, visit their website at lionsrealtygrp.com or call 620-266-9448. The Lowell Milken Center in Fort Scott is hosting Anne Frank, A History for Today, all this June. The international exhibit from the Anne Frank House will allow visitors to see rare photos and discover the powerful story of Anne, her family, and the unsung heroes who helped them during the Holocaust. For more information about the exhibit or any of the other programs going on at the Lowell Milken Center, call 620-223-1312. Again, we just want to send a thank you to everybody that has helped out so far, helped out this week to get us here to Salina. You see all the names there on your screen there. Every one of those individuals or businesses has had a hand in helping us get here in one way, shape, or form. And so thank you again to everybody that's helped out this week. It has been it has been overwhelming in a good way to see the support and the help that we've gotten. So again, a huge thanks to everybody. And like we said earlier, we will try to get as much of the Tiger action to you as we can today. First pitch to Blake Koslow. Misses. It's 1-0. Huge thanks also to our game sponsors for today, Papa Don's. And that one did just nick the arm of Koslow, so he'll be on with nobody out. Our game sponsors today, Papa Don's and Five Corners Mini Mart. Thank you so much to those folks for helping out as well. So now Hunter Lothan bats. He flew out to center field his first time. He'll shorten to bunt. Takes a strike. Throw down to second is in time. So now one out and the base is empty. That pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. That pitch got away from Lennox a little bit there. 1-2. Now the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Now Jace Curley bats. He grounded out to Cannon Brown his first time. That was the play. Brown had to go behind second base to get the ball, but did so and did it in time. First pitch to Curley in this at-bat's a little bit low, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. That one's a bit inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's high and outside, ball 3. Now the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Lennox trying to work his way back now. Strike 2. Did he go? They check. He did! Strike 3, and the Tigers are through 4. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. When you come back defensively, they're through 4. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in just a moment. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. When the inevitability of life happens, Cheney Witt Funeral Chapel is there for you. Cheney Witt is a family-owned funeral home where everyone on staff is a Fort Scott High School graduate. They have been serving Fort Scott and the surrounding communities since 1863. For more information, call 620-223-1186 or visit them online at cheneywitt.com. duckbait.com. So we're on to the fourth inning. It'll be Chaden Clayton to lead things off for Fort Scott, followed by Brody Gomez and Colton Rogers. Clayton struck out his first time. Here's the pitch. And a check swing foul ball. Will make it strike one. And a swing and a miss there, so 0-2 on Chaden. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit high and outside. Now the 1-2 delivery. That one slapped to the left side. It's going to get Pye Dropman into the outfield. And a single for Clayton. And now we check on J.D. Troutman. He lunged for that ball like his life depended on it, and you hope he didn't land on a joint the wrong way. I think he's okay as he's getting up and walking, trying to walk it off now. His head coach is out to the first base coach's box trying to check on him. He tells the umpire he's okay, so I think we're going to play on here. But a leadoff base runner for the Tigers again here in the fourth. Now Brody Gomez will bat. He will try to bunt and bunts it high, but gets it down. Throw to first is in time. Clayton moves to second on the sacrifice, and now the Tigers have a run in scoring position. With only one out. So now it'll be Rogers, who again was the only Tiger to have a two-hit day yesterday and had a bomb of a double his first time up today. Got over the head of Reese Hauser in left field all the way to the wall. He'd take another double right here. Mercer has the sign, a long look at second. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Chaden got a huge secondary lead that time, and that's good base running. Take what the defense has given you. But also we saw how many times Mercer threw back to second when Colton Rogers, base runner, courtesy runner, Dexter Williams was on second earlier in this game. So just be mindful of that. It's now 1-1. A couple of things when you're out there at second base, you want to try to get the best secondary lead you can to put yourself in a better position to score on a base hit. The other thing is that one breaks just over the inside part of the plate. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The other thing you want to do out there at second base, if you can, is try to distract that pitcher, and maybe he won't throw with the accuracy he's capable of. And now he will throw back to second. Chaden's back standing up. One-two pitch. This one's fouled off right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out, bottom of the fourth. Tigers lead at 1-0. Jaden Clayton out at second base. Ooh, he tried to check his swing and did. We've got a three-man crew here, umpire-wise, today. And with the runner at second base, the right side umpire is kind of in between first and second. So I don't know if the home plate umpire didn't think he had a good look at it or what, but they didn't check. And Colton Rogers has a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's outside. He did check his swing that time for sure. And it's now 3-2. Three-two pitch. This one's hit out towards center field. Going back is Mining. He will get under it, make the catch. Chaden tags. Here comes the throw. And good enough throw to get into the infield to make Chaden go back to second. One of the golden rules of baseball is to not make the first or the third out of an inning at third base. And Chaden wanted to make sure he avoided that, so he stays at second. And now there are two outs for Nathan Mintz, who struck out his first time. Here's the pitch. That's off the end of the bat foul. 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Like high fastball that time for Mercer. Now the 0-2. And another foul ball. That one's low. It gets away from the catcher. Chaden will move up to third. And now he's 90 feet away. From adding some insurance here for the Tigers in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounder, foul, past third. So Nathan staying alive at the plate here. Now the 1-2 pitch. Low again. Nice stop by Roman Barnes. To keep Chaden at third base there. Now the pitch. Outside again, and another full count for a Tiger hitter. Here's the payoff pitch. Low ball 4. And now runners on the corners for the Tigers. And now a meeting on the mound, and we'll see what happens here, as this is a big juncture of this ball game. While we have a second, we'll go ahead and put that back up there as well. Again, thank you to thank you to the community of Fort Scott. It has been a blessing to be able to come out here and do this, and we asked the community for help in paying the fees to Keisha to be able to broadcast these games with video, and you guys responded amazingly well. I mean, I cannot thank you enough for the support that we've gotten here with Duckbait TV. So thank you so much, and we're very happy to be here, and we will get you as many innings of Tiger baseball and softball as we can here today. Maybe a little tricky depending on how things work out as far as games going forward today, but we'll get as much as we can in for you. First pitch to Caden Cannon, and that one's outside. Caden struck out his first time. So 0 for 1 in today's game. Pitch is in there for a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch on the way. That one's in there. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers, that lone run from the bottom of the 1st, still standing up. Now the runner is going from second. Now they'll throw it back to third. Tigers worked this to perfection yesterday. Now Chaden's in a rundown. And he will get tagged out kind of aggressively there by the catcher Barnes, but it's out number 3, and that'll retire the Tigers here in the inning. We'll go to the 5th. It's still 1-0 Fort Scott. Back in a moment on Duckbait TV. John and Tara Farley at Too Far Design Company make custom apparel for businesses, sports teams, and fans. If you need some apparel for a special occasion, work event, or to celebrate that special Lady Tiger softball player, be sure to contact John and Tara on their website at 2-fardesignco.com or check out their Facebook page. You can also browse their latest products and check out their custom team gear for nearly every team in the area. Again, that's Too Far Design Company at 2-fardesignco.com. Lynn Sanitation is ready to help you take care of your waste management. Fresh off their Blue Collar Award in 2024 for Best Sanitation Company from Advanced Bourbon County, Lynn Sanitation has been servicing Bourbon County citizens for many years. For more information, contact Lynn Sanitation at 620-223-0718 or email them at lynnsanitation@hotmail.com. Jasper Logan leads things off for Paola here in the 5th inning. First pitch from Lennox. That one catches the strike zone. 0-1. So it'll be Logan followed by Xander Meinig and Roman Barnes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's launched out towards left field. Cannon going back, and he will make the, oh, it popped out of his glove. So Logan will stand at second base. On a two-base error. And now the Panthers have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And Xander Meining will bat. Here's the pitch. He'll bunt. They'll get it to Lennox. They'll make the play at first, so a sacrifice bunt from Meining will get the tying run to third with less than 2 outs. Now Roman Barnes will bat. First pitch to Barnes. This one's hit out towards left field. Cannon is camped under it. He'll make the play. Here comes the throw. It is not going to be in time, and the Panthers have tied the game at 1 apiece. Now Mason Stein back up there. He flew out to Brady Messer in right field his first time. First pitch here is swung on and missed. And that one caught Stein, so he will reach first on a hit by pitch. And now David Mercer will bat. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle, and that'll be the first hit for Paola here today. So even though they scored that run earlier, still no hits until right then. And even with that, there's still 2 outs in the inning. So runners on first and second. Now the Tigers will have a meeting at the mound. So runners on first and second. We're tied at 1. This meeting is probably most likely just to settle down the Tigers here. It was a no-hitter thrown by Lennox Van into this 5th inning. The first batter in the 5th here. Hit a fly ball to left field, and Cannon got to it, got his glove on it, and it looked like he maybe tripped just a little bit as he got to the ball and couldn't secure it in his glove. So that was a 2-base error. Sacrifice bunt, then a sacrifice fly got that runner in. Now a hit batter and a base hit for David Mercer. Runners on first and second for the Panthers, and they turn the lineup card over back to J.D. Troutman, who has a couple of strikeouts today. This ball is hit out towards left field. Coming in is Cannon. He will be there, make the catch, and that's out number 3. So Paola gets one, but they can't score any more as the Tigers are able to strand 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Tigers and Paola. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets, throw pillows, other fun and unique personalized gifts, and so much more. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. So as we move to the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Caden Cannon to lead things off. He was at the plate when Clayton was picked off of third to end the 4th inning. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's hit right side, but foul. 0-2. Tigers will have Ty Marbury up next, and then back to the top of the order themselves with Dub Chipman. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. And out number 1. So Ty will bat. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout thus far. And that one caught him in the hip. So he will take first base. And now double bat. First pitch to Dub, misses 1-0. These two teams played back on April 3rd in the regular season. The Tigers won the first game 10-7, lost the second one 3-2. And we had a feeling this was going to be a pretty good game, and it has been that so far. Now 2-0 on Dub, who's walked and flown out in this game. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-0. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1. like Dub was taken all the way on that one. We'll see if he gets the green light here on 3-1. That one's hit into center field. Get down, ball, it will. Here, and Ty will round second and head for third. He will get there safely, and the Tigers have runners on the corners with less than 2 outs. And now another meeting for Paola. Will they change pitchers now? We'll see. Again, I think they used 2 pitchers yesterday. But again, this may be just a chat. Again, if my numbers are right here, and I haven't caught, I think they are, with what the official score is announcing in between innings. David Mercer is at 82 pitches, so he's got plenty of pitches left. You get 105. But it does look like they're going to go to J.D. Troutman here. And it looks like Reese Hauser is going to come out. So there'll be some shifting here. As we try to get that figured out, we'll go ahead and throw that back up on the screen again. Again, a huge thank you to everybody here. Everybody in Fort Scott that has helped out this way, and folks that maybe aren't in Fort Scott. We've had a couple of folks from out of state that have helped us as well this week, and we very much appreciate that. Now Cannon will bat. First pitch from J.D. Troutman is in there for a strike. This one's fouled out of play. 0-2. So J.D. Troutman comes in from short to the mound. The pitcher, Mercer, goes out to left field. Mason Stein moves to short. And the game's original left fielder has been taken out for the moment. Foul ball there from Cannon, so he's still down 0-2 in the count. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Dub is at first, ties at third. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers and Panthers tied at 1. The kick. Dub goes. That's a pitch hit into shallow left field. It's going to be caught. Ty's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. Mason Stein made a great catch, but he fell over backwards as he made the catch, and that gave Ty enough time to tag and score, and the Tigers lead it 2-1. They checked to make sure that Ty did not leave third base early, and that was not the case. So the score holds at 2-1. Dub going. That pitch is hammered to right field. Back, back, back. Kiss it goodbye. Another home run for Lennox Van this season. So the Tigers now lead it 4-1. Still 2 innings left in this game, but that was a big shot in the arm the Tigers needed right there. As they're back out on top now 4-1. Jaden Clayton bats. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High. 4-1. Jaden is 1 for 2. He's had a strikeout and a single here in this one. 1-0 pitch, swung through and missed. That one's outside, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit towards short. Nice pick by Stein. He'll throw it high, but in time, and that'll retire the Tigers here in the inning. But Fort Scott puts up 3 in the bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the 6th when you come back. Tigers 4, Panthers 1. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So as we go to the top of the 6th inning, it'll be Blake Koslow to lead things off for Paola, followed by Hunter Lothan and Jace Curley. First pitch is outside, ball 1. After a nice run-filled inning there for the Tigers, you want them to have what they call a shutdown inning. If you're not familiar, as that ball is fouled off, 1-1 the count. A shutdown inning means your offense scores in their half inning. You come back out on defense the next half inning and don't give up any runs. And we'll hope the Tigers can pull that off here in the top of the 6th. And that one got just a little too far inside and hit Koslow in the leg. runner on first. And I'm wondering if that ball maybe ricocheted. I didn't quite catch. Ricocheted off of Koslow and then hit Colton as well. Colton taking a couple of seconds. They're giving him a couple of seconds to kind of catch his breath there. Looks like he's going to be okay. But now Hunter Lothan will be up there. He's the third baseman for the Panthers. He's 0 for 2 so far. He's flown out to center and struck out in this game. Throw to first, runner back safely. Here's the pitch. And that one pretty close, but high. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not. It'll get out of play. And now 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled out of play. Called strike 3. That's the first out here in the 6th inning. Now Jace Curley bats. Grounder, right side. Gomez has it. He'll go to first for the easy play, and that'll be out number 2. Koslow does advance to second on the ground out. That play would have been tough to try to turn 2 as Brody was going to his left. Would have had to get to it and then spin all the way around and throw it to second. So just take the easy one there. That's out number 2. Or maybe not the easy play, but the simple play there. Maybe that's the better way to say it. And now 0-1 on Jasper Logan. He's started the 5th inning for the Panthers with that ball to left field. Pitch is low. It was the 2-base error that led to Paola's first and so far only run in this game. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's also walked. So he's been on base twice, although he's officially 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. This one's lifted towards right. Brady going back, going back, going back, going back. It's over his head. So they'll get 1 run back here as Logan gets into second base. Brady does a nice job to get that one in quickly. But it's now 4-2. And again, still 2 outs here. So Xander Mining will bat. As Logan is now at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Mining has a fielder's choice, reached on a fielder's choice, and also a sacrifice bunt. Here's the 1-0. Strike 1. One pitch. This one is hit out towards left center field. Who wants it? Going out is Cannon Brown. He settles under it. He makes the play, and that'll retire the Panthers here in the sixth. They get one back, but the Tigers still lead it 4-2. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth when you come back. This is Tiger Baseball on Duckbait TV. Five Corners Mini Mart is your one-stop shop to get you through your day. Whether you need to fuel you or your vehicle, Five Corners has it all. Ask about their delicious lunch specials or pick up some snacks for the road trip to the next Tiger game. Located at the corner of 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott, they're open 7 days a week. Where's the best place to get pizza in Fort Scott? Well, Papa Don's, of course. The folks at Papa Don's are ready to help quench your hunger with pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and so much more. It's Arlie Abatey's favorite place to eat in Fort Scott, and I'm sure it'll be high on your list as well. Call 620-223-4171 to place your order today or visit them at 10 North Main Street in Fort Scott. So the Tigers, one more opportunity here to add some insurance before we head to the top of the seventh. It'll be Brody Gomez, followed by Colton Rogers and Nathan Mintz, due up here in the sixth for the Tigers. They lead it 4-2. The winner advances to the state championship game, scheduled to start at 5:45 this evening. The losing team will play for third place at 3:30. First pitch to Brody, misses 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is fouled. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, that one's high. Ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off left side, and that'll even the count again. Brody so far 0 for 1 officially. He's grounded out and had a sacrifice bunt. The 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. And he did not go, so ball 4. We'll put Brody on. See if the Tigers can get some insurance here in the sixth. Now Colton, and will we get a courtesy runner for Brody? We will. It will be Creek Rogers doing the running. Again, Brody injured, I believe, his hamstring yesterday, trying to be out of play at first base. Had to come out of the game eventually a couple innings later. So they'll substitute Creek in. They got him ready to go to play today, but they'll substitute Creek in to run for him here in this situation. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Colton is 1 for 2. He's doubled over the head of the left fielder. And then he's also flown out to center in this game. He's put a charge in a couple of pitches thus far. We'll see if he can do that again here in this at-bat. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one's high as well. 2-1 pitch. This one's fouled off right side, not a play. Oh. Did we have a catch? I think we had it. Yeah, I heard some oohs. I think we had a catch by a fan down there. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung and missed. So that'll be out number 1. So Nathan Mintz bats. Here's the pitch. Swung and a foul tip, actually. Nothing in 1. Tigers, you'd love to see them add a couple insurance runs here, but you're kind of waiting for the top of the 7th to get here. Here's the pitch. That one's off the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now time call. The pitch catches the strike zone, 1-2. Mintz has struck out and walked in this game today. 0 for 1 for the Tigers. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to second. They'll go to second for the force. Get them there. They do not make the throw in time to get Nathan Mintz on the double play, but they do get the force, and there's 2 outs. This one's fouled back out of play by Caden Cannon. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman gets to it. They'll go to the bag, and they get Mintz there with the force, and that will retire the Tigers here in the 6th. But we'll go to the 7th. It's 4-2 Fort Scott. We'll see if they can hold on and make it to the championship game when you come back. Hometown Pub is open 7 days a week with a full menu. Visit them at 206 North National in Fort Scott and try the beef tips or any of the other items they have on their fantastic menu. Hometown also continues their longtime relationship with Care to Share, a local organization that continues supporting local families as they navigate through difficult times. Stop by 9 East Wall Street in Fort Scott to help support Care to Share. Having a party and need some steaks at a good price? Or how about some burgers for one of the countless summer barbecues you'll be attending? Try the Butcher Block. Located at 1735 South National in Fort Scott, the Butcher Block provides quality meat at competitive prices. Stop by and stock up on all varieties of meat. Again, that's the Butcher Block at 1735 South National in Fort Scott. So Roman Barnes will lead things off for the Panthers. First pitch to Barnes. Strike one. That'll be Barnes, followed by Mason Stein and David Mercer. Pitch is outside. Grounder right side. Dubs got it. He'll take it himself. And that is out number one. Now Mason Stein will bat. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to Brady Messer down the right field line his first time and was hit by a pitch. That pitch is in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Now the 1 and the 0-2. A little bit low. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The Tigers now 1 out away from advancing to the championship game. David Mercer is the batter that stands between Fort Scott and that championship game at this point. He's 1 for 2. Swung and missed at that pitch. He flew out, or popped out to Dub his first time in foul territory, and then singled to center his last time. Now the 1 and the 0-1. This one's lifted, left side. Going out, coming back in is Caden Cannon. He is there. Raise the Battle Cat flag. It is Tigers 4-2 with the win. So Fort Scott advances to the title game with their 4-2 victory over Paola here in the semifinals. We're going to go ahead and quit and stop the broadcast now and pack things up and get over to softball as quickly as we can. So, again, we will join you again in just a few moments from the softball field. Thanks for joining us for the baseball game here as the Tigers win this one 4-2. They'll play in the championship game at 5:45 tonight against the winner of between McPherson and Rock Creek. That's coming up next here at the Evans Stadium. Thanks for joining us. We'll join you in just a little bit from softball here on Duckbait TV.